Have you ever wondered if there is a way to identify a person who, even though they seem to be starting from scratch, has all the traits of someone who will one day be incredibly rich and successful? Maybe you have noticed something in some of these people, something in their posture, their attitude, or their focus that makes you believe they will achieve great things. What do they have in common? It is often difficult to identify these qualities, but if you can, it can be the key to surrounding yourself with successful people and feeding off their attitudes, vision, and motivation. This is something that can propel you on your own journey. Let's see what you can learn from them. A different relationship with pleasure. People who become financially successful have a unique relationship with pleasure. They rarely indulge in vices like alcohol, tobacco, or even endless partying. When we are focused on building something bigger, momentary pleasure loses its appeal. Of course, they are not against having fun, but they know that investing their energy in activities that bring lasting rewards is smarter than seeking immediate pleasure. This ability to focus and not get lost in distractions can be the key to success. Many millionaires began their journeys with a single obsession: building something great. The truth is that, for them, fun comes from somewhere else. It is not about parties and luxuries, but about the satisfaction of seeing their dreams materialize. Money as freedom, not as luxury. Another thing that defines the rich is how they view money. For them, money is not an end in itself, but rather a tool that provides freedom. They are not obsessed with spending on expensive things or goods that serve to impress others. Instead, they think of money as the ability to have control over their lives, to distance themselves from situations or people that do not add value, and, most importantly, to never again have to do something just to survive. The less is more mentality is predominant among them. True wealth comes from the freedom to do what you want, when you want, without worrying about debt or the pressure to please others. For many of these people, true satisfaction comes from the ability to create, not consume. Comfort is not a priority. The wealthy and successful have a much higher tolerance for discomfort and inconvenience. Think for a moment about how much you spend each month to make your life more comfortable. From expensive sheets to delivery services that make your life easier, if you spend money just to create a comfortable environment, you may actually be creating a mindset that limits your growth. People who build wealth, on the other hand, prefer to invest their resources in assets that will generate a return, rather than spending to temporarily improve their comfort. They understand that life doesn't have to be easy to be successful. They know that to achieve something significant, you have to give up some comforts now, in order to reap great rewards in the future. Blind faith in their plans. When we observe someone who is going to become a millionaire, we notice something interesting. They have an unshakable belief in their ideas and plans, even though deep down they know that success is not guaranteed. This belief is not based on certainty, but on the confidence that they will do whatever it takes to make their ideas happen. And it is this confidence that attracts the right people to help them along the way. Successful people know that in order to achieve their goals, you have to have faith in what you are doing, even when the path seems uncertain. It is not about being arrogant or ignorant. It is about total commitment to your vision, even without the guarantee that everything will turn out as planned. Doubt never stops them. Instead, they move toward success with the determination that if they persist, they will achieve their goals. A luxurious lifestyle is not their motivation. Despite what many imagine, true wealth builders are not in search of a life full of luxury. They don't dream of expensive cars or designer clothes. What really matters to them is the freedom to do what they love, when they want. They care about taking control of their lives and eliminating what no longer serves their growth. Rather than getting caught up in symbols of success, these individuals focus on creating something valuable, solving problems, and making a real impact. If you're building wealth to show off or impress others, you're distancing yourself from the true source of success. To these individuals, luxury is irrelevant. What matters is the control they have over their own lives and the freedom that wealth provides. Diversify and don't be afraid to fail. Another important trait of successful people is their willingness to start multiple projects, even though they know that not all of them will be successful. Many of these people start small ventures, test ideas, fail, learn, and keep going. They are not afraid to fail because they know that every mistake is an essential lesson. If you can start something, even a small one, and learn from your mistakes along the way, you will be closer to success than most people who have never tried. The key is not to avoid failure, but to learn from it and move forward. Every new project is an opportunity for growth, and those who start early, even with small ideas, tend to be the most successful in the future. Long-term thinking. Finally, people who become successful think in decades, not days. They don't get caught up in the short-term or quick fixes. Instead, they are always thinking ahead and working tirelessly to achieve their long-term goals. These people have a clear vision of what they want to achieve and focus on creating a solid path to the future, cutting out everything that doesn't serve that goal. If you can't imagine where you'll be in 5 or 10 years, it's time to rethink your priorities and start thinking and acting in terms of decades. Financial success doesn't come from living on autopilot, but from building a well-planned, focused, and consistent future. Prioritize creation over consumption. And last, but not least, creation is always more important than consumption. If you spend your time consuming content on social media, for example, you'll never build wealth. Successful people know that the key to success is creating, not consuming. They dedicate their time to developing projects, creating value, and building something that can generate income and opportunities. They know that to achieve wealth, they need to produce and not be consumers. The first step to creating wealth is to cut out distractions and focus on what really matters, creating something lasting. If you want to become successful, you need to change your mindset and habits. Start focusing on the long term, value control over luxuries, and create instead of consume. These changes could be the key to achieving true financial freedom.